Hello and good afternoon. Today is Saturday, October the 1st, 2022. And I wanted to say if you're a new subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for returning. We are here today to discuss an individual that is at every press conference, every meeting, every fight fest, and this person is really being a nuisance in the community. This person, let me see. So yeah, this person is being a nuisance and really getting out of hand. And I'm in a whole totally different space in my life, and I understand that there are some people that are committed to misunderstanding me. There are some people that are committed to misunderstanding me. And hey, that's your thought, that's your opinion. You feel how you feel. I can't tell a person um, how to feel. But at the end of the day, I can, address the fact that if you can't get along with me, if you hate me so much, why do you come around and why do you try to engage with me? Why do you try to engage with me? What's the point? Really, what is the point? What is the point? Without further ado, I am going to go ahead and review some content, review the channel that we were on last night, which is So Dev's channel. This is a recap, a review. And in my opinion, last night, it was actually a great engagement until somebody got a new haircut and was feeling themselves. hmm Was definitely feeling themselves. And this is the thing, it was a great engagement. It was definitely a great engagement. Minus Ken and his new haircut. Isn't it mind blowing when you have a person that has no channel, but is in everybody's mix, everybody's drama, knows know who was into it, knows the ins and out, got alliances going on. I mean, this is a grown person that's acting like this. Oh, yeah. Now, this is just a conversation that, So Deb had me on his panel last night. And apparently it ruffled some people's feathers. But I do want to say that this is fair use. Fair use, commentary, and these are opinions. We are doing a review. Uh-huh. Going to review on last night's panel. Okay, so let's just jump right into it. I won't complain. I really won't. And I'll start this off with, can I pour into you?
Huh?
Can I pour into you?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm so excited. It is like I said on Sherelle's World earlier, it's the end of the month and we're going into a new harvest. So I just I pray that we get prosperity, we get an abundance of favor, and we reach every goal that we say with our lips and write with our fingers.
Mm-hmm.
And also connecting more. I feel like the universe is really working because we have come a long way. And for us to be on the same panel, we know that the universe is working. So I want to acknowledge that.
Right.
So just to set the tone, as you can hear, I'm being introduced. I'm asked how I'm doing. And I express myself to So Deb. Conversation, the foundation was set. Okay, give me 1 second. You good? The foundation was set, right? So no issue. We're good. We're getting into his topic, which was let's talk Big Burrell and Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay. So and actually, let me go ahead and drop the link to this video in the chat so you guys can refer back to it on your own. This is just my recap. This is my review. This is okay. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and drop that link in the chat so you guys will have a reference of which video that I'm talking about. Okay. So let's go ahead and listen some more.
So have you watched this documentary?
You know what? I didn't have to watch it. It was disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
And when you talk about people being unalive by a man, this started when he was a child.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like his parents or his dad didn't really take the appropriate steps to get him the help that he needed. Mm-hmm. Because I feel like if he had acted on what happened as a child, with the animal bones and all that, I mean, that was a telltale sign, in my opinion.
Right.
What is your opinion?
I think what stands out that you can relate to this is the fact that the faith.
Okay, so pretty much, I'm being introduced. And so he introduces the topic to me. He asks me, like you guys have heard, have you seen the movie? And pretty much I brought myself to watch it, but it was like the first maybe 5 minutes. I just couldn't. And I don't know why, but I just couldn't. It was just like, this is just not it. And I protect my energy because I am a goddess. I'm definitely a goddess. And I have to protect my energy. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed things up just a little because I know So Deb kept me on his panel while he went to maybe like freshen up, get a drink, or maybe, restroom break or whatever. But he put me in charge of his live. So the reason why I am going through all this is because people this troll is calling me a troll. Okay. Um and my trolling is different. My trolling is fun. My trolling is let's get this live going. Let's get everybody engaged and let's have fun. This other person trolling is this person has a miserable life that only has a dog for a friend. This person is very malicious, backstabbing, conniving, and totally against the trans woman because girl, I mean, you got several other topics, you have several other people in this world, but you choose to focus your energy on me. Why is that? Is it because I'm shining like a star? Huh? I mean, really, what is it? What is your deal? What is your kiki? What is your vibe? What is it really giving? Like, is your life that boring that you have to come for me any chance that you get? Like, I'm not sure. But guess what? I got a message for any and everybody that has went up against me, okay? And I'm going to cut my camera on for this. I got a message for you. I got a message. Hear me out. Hear me now.
You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still like dust, I'll arise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? Just because I walk as if I have oil wells pumping in my living room. Just like moons and like suns with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my sassiness upset you? Don't take it so hard just because I laugh, as if I have gold mines digging in my own backyard. You can shoot me with your words. You can cut me with your lies. You can kill me with your hatefulness. But just like life, all right. Does my sexiness offend you? Oh. Does it come as a surprise that I dance as if I have diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past rooted in pain, I rise. A black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling and bearing in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak miraculously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I am the hope and the dream of the slave. And so, wow. There I go.
All right. I rise. I rise. I rise. I rise. There is nothing that you can do to take my happiness, to take my joy. I will still exist. I will still show up. Okay. Now get into it. We don't have a sale going on, but it's still not too late for you to get your mask. We'll be right. Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice. And I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude, always show gratitude. Thank you so much. Gratitude. But we'll go ahead and we'll get into back into me and Sodeb's conversation. What'd you say, Sodeb?
And the fact that he said, like, he went through that entire situation, thinking about, like, I just couldn't imagine, like, thinking about how I'm gonna get out of this house. And I've actually been in a situation like this with someone where I'm thinking, like, how do I get out of here because this nigga's crazy.
Yeah.
It was a black guy that I was with, though, but it just brought back so much trauma for me, understanding that this still happens to this day.
Well, when we well, let's talk about it. Yes. When it comes to the justice system, there are two different justice systems. There are two different justice systems. And for people to be innocently unalived, attacked, so on and so forth, it's a problem. No human being should be done that way. Not one. Not even anybody that I don't even care for. They don't deserve any of that. But we'll keep going. Talk about trauma and violence. Us as Black people, we don't get the justice that we deserve. We don't get the same respect as if it was our white counterparts. They go missing or something tragically happened to them. They get the news station on their story, but it's like with us, we're just, that's just another N word,
Right. Right. And I think that's my biggest issue. I like this comment that Joshua made. He said, I read a comment of some Black men saying this is a gay issue, not a Black men issue. But are we not Black gay men? I mean, are we not Black men? And this was going on during the whole thing with Black Lives Matter. And this is what I always say, like, we have to remember that Black Lives Matter is not about Black Lives Mattering. That was about police brutality. It was not about...
that comment right there, it wasn't about Black Lives Mattering. It was about police brutality. Correction. That Black man's life mattered, and all of those Black lives mattered that were taken away under aggressive circumstances. Let's address it. So, correction. I help you out with this. So Deb, let's talk about the dudes that are, no offense, but some dudes that are gay for pay.
Right. Sosa, I have to use the bathroom real quick. Can I trust you to stay here for me for a second?
Oh yeah, Okay, so let's get into it. Did you guys not hear? So Deb said he has to use a restroom, and he trusts me on his panel, right? I'm being accused of being a troll. A troll would have taken that moment that man walked away and took solely advantage of this man's platform. However, You know, people are always looking for the worst in you, but this is what happened. Let's go. Roll the tape.
I'll pause and look at my channel.
I won't.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. So you guys, so Deb is about to take a quick intermission. Make sure you are hitting the like, share, and subscribe button. Make sure you're telling a friend to tell a friend that we are having an uncomfortable conversation right now. And we need as much as people's input as possible.
Oh, where's
But you know, my thing is, it's just saddening
I got that
all the way around the board.
It's like
You know, for people just to unalive people and not really have any guilt in their heart. It's disgusting. You know, we just gotta pray for people. And we also have to just, you know, stay out the way. We have to take those certain precautions. You know, if you are dating, let somebody know, okay, you're going to this place, and always, you know, share your location. I feel like this, if you're dating and you have a close friend and you have an iPhone, share your location with your friend until you take it back.
I do it all the time. Thank you so much, Tulsa. Let me tell you something. Because you know I travel a lot.
Okay, let's stop it right there. I held the show down. No situations, no alarms went off. We didn't need security. I didn't need to get hauled out. But then you have these specific people that claim, oh, I want to see you do good. But you be going on these panels and you be this and that. Listen here. Y'all got pets and y'all got kids. Put your energy towards that. Okay? Put your energy towards that. And that's just that on that. Because I got this over here. Okay? And guess what? Michael is handling this and he's handling it well. Okay? Get into it. All right, so let's go ahead and we are going to get into this video, y'all.
My ex-husband, I send my location every time that I leave because I need somebody to know where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's very important. But oh my God, that was amazing. So I think this is why, like, I really be wanting to talk to you a lot and like have conference with you because there's so much that we can talk about.
Now, peep this out. So Deb says, you know, he's so excited that he and I are visiting and we're talking. And this is what, you know, he pretty much desired. And the feeling was mutual to sit and have a conversation with, you know, a man about life issues, like things in general, hot topics. It did feel good. It did feel good. I'm not going to lie. However, it's always that one devilish person, that one miserable person that wants to come and get things riled up. You'll see that this person that's going to show up soon has, you know, is in his cubicle, got his cup of coffee, got his Buzz Bunny slippers on, and you name it, you name it. Very comfortable, got very comfortable in that rocking chair, honey, and is about to come on in. Let's get into it. You know what? Actually, before we get into it, let's go ahead and take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back. Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice. And I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude, always show gratitude. Thank you so much. All right, shout out gratitude. Gratitude to everybody in the comments. Please like, share, subscribe. Um I see that we only have, let me see how many likes we have. All right, we have 6 people watching and um we have 5 people watching and we only have 3 likes. Get the other 2 likes, please.
When it comes down to our community. And this documentary just showed a lot, because this wasn't about even trans people. This was about like a lot of gay people. Like there was people keep saying it was about Black gay people, but it was other nationalities in this. This man marketed a lot. And I know a lot of it was Black men.
And listen here, this is one thing about the engagement and the uncomfortable conversations. The person could be saying something that you totally don't agree with, but it's not about that. It's about hearing that person out, seeing where they are coming from, and seeing that if you can get any logic out of it. You don't have to take everything that a person is saying, and store it, like, okay, I believe this. Okay, it's going to be some things that we don't agree on. We won't agree on everything 100%. Okay, some things we can, yeah, the basic things. Okay, but let's get into it. And shout out to SoDeb. His link is definitely in the chat, so let the brother know that we did tag him. That is a link. If you guys want to see the full video, you can definitely click on that link and it will take you directly to his page. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to this video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the video that is provided with the link. All right, so we got that promo up out of there. You know what I'm saying? So nigga, don't come flagging me.
But
do you think that he would have had a fair chance in going up against another white male that he unalived? No, they would have held his feet to the fire. I felt like with it being Black men, I mean, people, they don't really acknowledge and respect Black people anyway. And then we got to think about the ancestors, of those breeders of races,
True.
the plantation masters.
True. But I'm just saying that one, like,
okay, so keep in mind of what I just said. The breeders, the offsprings. I'm going to say the offsprings of those slave owners. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they did have children. They children had children, so they are walking around on this earth to this day. If you guys want to jump in on a conversation, if you're feeling like, you felt different, you watched it already, here's a link, come on up. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get into it. This is Fair Use Commentary, opinions only, doing a review on last night's panel. So when you come up, it is only your opinion, it does not reflect my channel. Boom, let's get it.
Like, I don't want to disregard the other races that he did unalive. You know what I'm saying?
Right. We want to acknowledge everybody. We don't want anybody to be left out. We acknowledge all ethnicities, races that were affected, and we want to sincerely apologize to you all. We weren't the plaintiffs or the suspects, but we want to apologize.
Now they may have not, helped us because the majority of them were Black people, but that's not all that he unalived. And that's my thing. Like, I want to make sure that everybody was, because the fact that man went back, and I don't know what the nationality was of it was like the 2 brothers that he, the one that he almost unalived and the one that he didn't unalive, they weren't Black.
I think they were Laotian immigrants.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going to say this, and I'm going to say this clear. I don't even care for this person, but I put it to the side because it wasn't about this person or me. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't about this person or me. It was about the conversation at hand, right? So being an adult, you can be cordial and you can still work in a space and still not get along with somebody, but still don't disrespect them. And some people don't get that. I guess what Black people that they've encountered, they want this argument, they want this moment to really go in. They'll say these triggering fucking things to try to knock you off your pivot. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you don't let them win. You just stay true to you stay true to the topic, and them motherfuckers will expose themselves on their own. And you're about to see this in the video.
Yes.
And then there was some Asians, right?
There was some Asians as well, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and there was white people too. So it wasn't just Black people. The majority were Black people.
It was the gay
Yeah.
community. So what you're saying is like he targeted the gay community. He didn't care what color you were. If you were gay, you were on his radar and you were going out of this world.
Right.
I would say though that he did prefer Black men because the majority of his victims were gay Black men.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Black people's topics. You know what I'm saying? Like when you say that, my Black brothers lost their lives, it's going to hit me different than it's going to hit a white person. It's going to hit me different than it's going to hit a white person. It's going to hit me different because I am Black. I have Black gay brothers. It could have been them. It could have been their family members. Maybe it was. We don't know the history back then. But now we're talking about it. And listen here. This conversation is my opinions only. My outrage, my frustration is against these Karens and these Kens. You've got to be stopped. And I'm not afraid to give commentary and give content on it. I stand on what I know and what I believe. Okay? This person is driving a wedge in between the Black content creators. We praying, you know what I'm saying? We all out here as Black content creators saying, oh, I wish that we can, work together, da 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 da. But then you have white people that don't even have a fucking channel, but they're at every gathering. And they are right there in between Black people's problems, convincing you to go against your Black sister instead of fucking working it out. Oh, go say these malicious things. Oh, and she did this. Oh, and she said that. And oh, she said this. Oh, and did you hear about this? If you got a motherfucker always showing up saying, did you hear about this? And did they always got some gossip? When they leave you, they about to talk about you.
So let me say this, Jennifer. I think that he preferred where he wouldn't get caught. And
That's very true as well.
Because even with those, what did you say that the guys were, the brothers?
They were Laotian immigrants, I believe.
Yeah, the Laotian guys. They were still in a atmosphere of poverty.
Yes.
So it was, to me, it was more of people who were of poverty, not just Black people. And so,
or even people who were marginalized, period.
Right. And I think that at some point he was saying that people were like they were alone, like they were out by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
And if I remember right, like his parent, the Laotian boys, the parent
to Black women, then it comes down to the LGBT community.
Okay.
Term of trade comes from
battle of light skin, dark skin, gay.
Okay, so I really want to I fast forwarded. I wanted to take it to this part. I wanted to zoom it speed it up to this part. Let's go ahead and take a listen. Because so Deb is saying, when he was on the down low at first. But this person is like really trying to gear up and protect for no damn apparent reason. Like there was no reason for protection. There was no reason for an excuse. Let this man tell his truth. Stop trying to make excuses for this man while he's in the middle of telling his truth. This is a black man trying to tell his black problems to us, but your white ass is in the mix and ready to dig in with your nasty ass comments. They're irrelevant. You're irrelevant. So while you're sitting over there in your cubicle, in your rocking chair or recliner, recline your ass out of black people's business. That should be your New Year's resolution. Getting out of black people's business. Go get your white ass over there on your people's channel and you get in their business and you stir things up within your own community. Get out of my community doing that shit. You are the problem. You are the problem.
Straight. You have good hair, you have back hair, you cute, you ugly. We are so divided as black people that
well, listen, I'm going to cut you off for that. Shout out to but keep out Tokyo Tony and the rhetoric that she's spreading right now.
Hold on, Toast, let me finish. Because we're so divided as black people, and yes, us as from the black men,
we're divided in the black community, right? We're divided in the black community. Why is it imperative for this white motherfucker to be over here still stirring the pot, trying to get a moment, trying to have men so dead to be into it? He don't want to see a fucking resolution. He wants to see an explosion, and he would love to be a part of that situation. He want to see us blow up at each other. He likes to see black violence. He likes to see black on black violence. Like, seriously, you got white people out here that love to see black people into it. You love, I mean, they'll carry a bone. A dog that bring a bone, he gonna take a bone. Shout out to Sparkle in the building. Sparkle says, "Hey, Queen Tulsa, just stopping in to show love and say hi." Oh, thank you so much. It's very much so appreciated. And you come by here anytime you want to love. I'm over here and I'm just expressing my thoughts on last night's panel. These are just my opinions and my review. This white man, Jennifer Love Spewitt, is racist. This man is miserable. He sits over there in his cubicle hole and sits up and plot against the black people. He is at every black gathering, every picnic, every every little situation. Every little situation. Trying to tell black people how black people act and how this, that, and the third. Like, dude, go mind your white business. Go mind your white privilege. How about that? Now let's get black to things. Let's go.
Where we are not in that space, but from the top coming down, it doesn't help us in our fight for anything because we cannot come together and fight together as black people because we're divided.
Exactly. But look at Tokyo Tony. She's out here spewing trans hate. She's out here telling these people to, if she was to run into a trans, she'll beat him. She wouldn't try to fight him because that's the man. She'll put something in their brain. Just spewing this rhetoric, and it's like we already have men out here that deal with us, right? But then it's like they have to, hold up to society's values and how they look at them. And it's sad, but that's just how you have to navigate through life.
Right.
But it's like, it's sad because then they're out there with the people saying, I'm against hate trans, but they at trans house after 12 or at a gay man's house after 12.
You want to date them in private. You want to have sex with them in private.
And bash them in public.
When it comes to your real life, then you don't. When it comes to reality, and we find out, then all of us.
That's a problem. That is a problem. That is a problem. Because when it comes to being what I've noticed, like white people, they're more free, their families, they're like, oh my God, John just came out and we're gonna love him, but let Jeremiah come out. Oh, we about to take him to the church, we about to do this, we about to do that. It's a different experience. We're not focusing on white people's problems. We're talking about black people's issues. This is a black man. This is a black man's panel. So either read the room or just stay in the comments.
Sudden, like you want to trash
Yeah.
them. I've never been okay with that. Like I've never been okay with that because to me, it's like if you can fuck me in private, talk about me in public.
Shout out to that girl sending you love, Queen. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm over here having muscle spasms, child, but I'm hanging in here. I'm still showing up. I love you, and you have a great day on purpose, my love. And listen here, if you're white and these are not your beliefs and this is not how you act, and this message isn't for you. But if you are acting this way and you are doing this is for you. I'm gonna be honest.
Period.
But listen, so that it goes both ways.
Amen.
Because, and it goes both ways, even for y'all. Like these guys out here, they may not be on the DL and they fuck guys. They do guys, but they not gonna come out and say that. Some guys come out here, they F trans, but they're not.
That's why I don't deal with no men who are DL. Period. Because I've been through that.
It's too much.
I posted on my Twitter page today. I said this was I was the trade. I look very different. I was the trade.
Giving trading.
Okay, so right here, so Deb is saying, back in his day, he dated women and he did not consider himself gay, right? And that's very I could see where he's coming from because, in the black community, some men hide their gayness from their family because they try to appease their mother, try to give them that look or that, every mother wants their son to have a girlfriend, have children, they want grandbabies and all this, that, and the third. But it's some guys that play that role. And so when you don't understand that experience, be quiet and learn. Let's get into it.
Trading.
Okay. But when my whole thing was growing up, I was like, if I ever get like and fall in love with a man, I'm coming out because I don't want to hide my partner, period. And so when me and my ex-husband got together, immediately the next person who asked me, I was like, yo, I'm gay. This is my man, like, period. And I never looked back and thought nothing bad about it. I was like, this is who I am.
Have you ever dated women?
Yes, I had 3 girlfriends. My last girlfriend, I was going to marry her.
Oh, wow. So listen, Jennifer, go ahead with your question because I've been engaging. I can hold my question until you're done.
Like the woman of class that I am, like I said, me and this person, we don't get along, for whatever reasons. But I can still be respectful in a space, be cordial, show respect. You get what I'm saying? But let's get into it.
I was just going to say, while we were on the term trade, the actual term of trade comes from, it was technically straight men who did things with gay men for money, for a place to stay, for whatever reason. It was a trade. That's why they were called trade.
Gay for pay.
Yeah,
it's the other type of word, but instead of saying gay for pay,
and I might have done those things.
Well, you do you, boo.
Listen, you ain't doing it today.
But at the same time, you're not straight, so it's different,
I mean, at that time though, like I
see, this is my thing. A white man trying to tell a black man about his experience. Shut the fuck up and mind your fucking white ass business. If this man said that he was on a DL, if this man said that he was giving off trade, that is his story. That is his experience. Stop trying to write everybody's experience. Stop it.
didn't want to identify myself as gay because my mom was a pastor.
So he was straight, child.
Yeah, I was like, I was gay for pay, like I was. But I also knew that I was really attracted to men since I was in kindergarten. But I just knew it wasn't good based off of what the Bible was taught to me. So I never thought that I would ever be in a relationship with a man. When
Did Kim Burrell get in your ear?
No, it was my mom,
Oh.
and no, my mom.
This goes back to what I was saying earlier. Some Black men appease their mom's wishes or their mom's viewpoint of what they want from their son. And so some people, they navigate through life until they develop the confidence to say, hey, I'm going to live for me. I'm going to live out loud. My mom and my parents, no parent is perfect, but my mom raised me. And so now it's time for me to make my own decisions. And when, you're living on your own, you make your own decisions, you have that right. And so everybody's experience is different. That's what makes us all unique. If we were all the same, we wouldn't have really nothing to really fight about, if we just really had it all. But let's get into it.
I love my mother. And like we're in such a great space now. Like we respect each other with our beliefs.
Yeah.
But at the time, like I just knew what she believed about gay people, and I did not want to be that because I knew that it was bad.
Well, listen, let's stop right there, so Deb, because I think that's an important part. When you're in that moment and you want to tell your mother, what are those feelings in that moment? Is it an anxiety? Is it, oh my gosh, she's going to bash me? Is she not going to love me? Let the people know, because I feel like that's important.
I thought I was going to lose my whole family, like, to be honest. Like, I thought that I was going to lose everyone. And not to add insult to injury to insult, I was molested as a kid. So.
Well, let's just take it here. He said that he felt like, he was going to lose his whole family if he had come out. And like I said, there are different experiences for people. This one may not be yours. If you don't know about it, then you learn about it. Let a person just express themselves. Let them tell you their story, because guess what? It's not your story, it's their story.
I didn't want people to think that because of that I was gay, because I knew that I was gay before that happened to me.
Mm-hmm. And sorry that happened to you.
Huh? Yeah. I talk about it all the time. And shout out to Chef Don Dom, because about today. He had an amazing live today. If y'all don't know what his channel is, if Chi-Town is in here, please drop his link into my chat. He had an amazing conversation about him going through it today, and I want to talk about it because
get it off. We love you. We care about you. Go ahead and get it off your chest.
Is this? I went through a lot of therapy through my life.
Mm-hmm.
My mom, my family never knew this. I went through a lot of therapy in my life because I knew what I went through as a kid. I knew it was wrong, and I also went along with it because what I was told was I was going to lose my mother. My mom was my best friend. I love my mom to the end of this earth.
Mm-hmm.
And I never wanted to lose her. So what I was told was if I told what happened to me, I would lose her. So it terrified me.
So you get threatened. So you pretty much,
we got to respect people's vulnerability. And, I feel like at this time, me and So Deb, like we were really moving in the right direction. But it's like when you have negative Nancy's around and you have people that, come around just to like they're waiting for something to go left. It's like, dude, go on with that weird ass energy. Like it's a time and place for everything. And I feel like last night wasn't the time nor the place for Jennifer to even get out of line with me and get up here and, get to talking reckless. Like, bitch, I'm not, bitch, I'm the right one. you got the right one. Like I'm not holding back. Like find you something safe to do. If I'm not your situation, if you don't like me, why do you follow me? Why are you at my lives in the bushes? Like go find you something safe to do. Go take a walk. Go walk your dog. Like take him to, like find something, get some activities. You be on YouTube all this time. You should have learned how to train the dog to make his own food and take him out to walk on his own, girl. Too much time on your hands. But get you a mask because it stops here today. Queen Tulsa merchandise. Hello, guys. We do have masks. It stops here by Queen Tulsa. Thank you all for supporting so much. We do have our masks that are adjustable. You can adjust the straps, adjust to your liking. I want to thank you so much, and we will be getting justice. And I want to thank you in advance for your purchase. And just remember to always have gratitude, always show gratitude. Thank you so much. All right, we are back. Thank you all for staying through that commercial. Make sure you are checking my community wall. Make sure you go over and shop on my store on Shopify. We have the It Stops Here mask available. The winter season is approaching, and you guys are going to be needing masks anyway. So go ahead and get these secure face masks. You don't have to do all that adjusting around your ear because you can just set it to how you like it. Okay. And everybody likes a choice, right? Let's get into it.
You told that your mother's life was going to be gone, and you as a child.
It was mom. It wasn't her life. It would be. They would take me from my mother.
Oh, so they would kidnap you?
No, what they were saying, like if I told what happened to me, that they would take me from my mom because my mom was basically not protecting me.
Oh, okay. So they were going to use like a blackmail situation, kind of
Right.
like maybe if she was, in a point in time in her life that she wasn't really focused, and they were going to use that against her.
Right.
And that's what abusers do, period. They use power. You know what I'm saying? It's about control. So
Listen here, I'm sure you do know about it. I'm pretty sure you know about it. Cause you do that shit here on YouTube. The power and control. You don't have no channel, but you in everybody's business. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see this. What was said help me understand the trans community. Like, why do some identify as a woman, but then out men who sleep with them?
Well, this is the thing. I guess I can speak to that. I feel like some women, like let's just take Shauna Brooks, for example, because she's one of my good girlfriends, and when it came to Benzino,
what is the one that's on Bad Girls Club?
That's Sydney Star.
Sydney Star. Like, what about Sydney Star? Let's go from that perspective.
Okay, so from Sydney Star's perspective, I feel like when she did it, Sydney Star did it for publicity. It's like I want to get in the game, and at that point, it was like by any means necessary, and she unfortunately threw Chingy under the bus. And
let me ask you this. So, as a trans woman, do you feel like that was okay?
I feel like it was okay, and I feel like it was justified because she did come out and clear his name. And I know it's after the fact, but it takes a real person to stand up to their wrongdoings and accept accountability.
So let me ask you this, Tulsa. I'm sorry, Jennifer. Let me 1 second.
Okay.
Let me ask you this, Tulsa. So
So Jennifer, Jennifer is really trying to get in here and really crank it up. Like, this is between me and So Deb, right? This was our conversation. Like, why couldn't you just sit back and enjoy the fucking content? Like, seriously. No, you always get a fucking piece of whatever it is that you get your high. You get your rocks off. You're weird. That's weird ass energy. That's what I call weird energy.
I know for me and my friends that we do protect trans women, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to this type of situation,
I don't tell. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you like this. Listen, I'm gonna keep it 1,000 with you.
Right.
I've been with a very popular basketball player that everybody knows. But will I open up my mouth and say something? No.
I've been with some men that are very popular, and that's a celebrity where I never would say anything about it, like say names.
Exactly.
Like that. But my thing is this: when it comes down to it, this is my question.
And actually, I was with.
Hold on, wait, because I want you to answer this for me.
And his brother, but at different times.
Give me a second. I want you to answer this question for me. When it comes down to it, isn't your life more important than exposing people? Isn't the reputation?
All right. So, we're just having casual conversation. Everything's going good. But I really like I wish really the conversation had just stayed between me and So Deb, because with this weird ass interference, this weird ass energy, like, dude, you was doing nothing but sitting in your cubicle and you sound off like this damn alarm. You couldn't wait to sound off. It was bothering you that you couldn't get your opinion out quicker. But we'll listen.
The representation of a trans person better than exposing people, because we've all been in our spaces. I mean, not all of us, but a lot of us have been in spaces where we cannot be out, right? But like once we get to our freedom point, like, it is an amazing space. But we also understand the part where you cannot be free.
Yes. Can I just say something about outing? I do not think that anybody should be outed before they are ready, unless there's someone who is doing harm to the community.
Absolutely.
If they are doing harm to the community.
If they're doing harm to the community.
Even like a politician who is, trying to pass laws that are anti-LGBTQ. If somebody outs them, I do not care. If they are committing violence against trans women, against trans men, against gay men, against lesbian women. But
this dude is so full of shit. This dude sat up here and told me that I was lying, I'm a scammer about my incident. But this wasn't the time nor the place to get into that, right? Because it wasn't about me or him. It was about So Deb having a panel and me bringing what I had to the table. And the distraction is there. So I want you guys to be mindful. The distraction is on the panel now. Me and So Deb were good, but look at this person's energy.
But they are doing harmful things to the community. I have no problem with them being outed.
But I think that, like, gay men, like, it's not like a lot of gay men are not doing it as much as like our trans people are doing it, which I guess I kind of understand it a little bit, but I don't.
Well, no. Let's take it back, because there was
Here's what I'm saying. I do understand a little bit why trans women do it, but because like nobody wants to be a secret. Like that's the worst place to be in, period. So I do understand it a little bit, but I think that my life is more
Well,
important.
listen,
than
let's talk
both.
about finances. What if he didn't pay her?
Pay
Well,
her
who said that
for
she
what?
was a sex worker?
Was she a sex
Shauna
worker?
Brooks is a known sex worker.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know that. I don't know that.
Yeah, Shauna
Still,
Brooks
I
is
don't
known.
think so. I mean, I think
Yeah, no,
that-
you ain't got to think. I'm going to tell you right here. Shauna Brooks, if you go, she's very open and she's very honest. She's an open book. She's told you about her life struggles and her being indicted on body law that was in Virginia. She got incriminated on a body law. So if you don't know what
All right, so let's go ahead and get into what the body law is, okay? This happened in Virginia. Keeping, residing in, or frequenting a body place. Virginia Code 18.2-347 makes it illegal to keep, reside in, or visit a body place for immoral purposes. Body place seems like an antiquated term, but it means any place inside or outside a building that is used for prostitution. So yeah, it was. Oh wow. Wow. Okay, so that's what it is. Because I didn't know last night.
what the body law is, go ahead and look that up. But she got arrested in Virginia.
Well,
She's very open.
Tell us.
yeah, tell us what that is.
I'm not sure because I just don't know what that is. But she said that it was a body law. I just follow her story and I follow trans women. I mean, those are my sisters and I follow their journey. I may not agree with everything that they do, but
let me ask you this. Do you feel like it's hard for other people, not even like straight people, but other people from the LGBT? And I will say this, I'm going to give you a positive before I give a negative. I know it's hard to support gay men a lot of times, right? Do you think that it's hard to support trans women as well?
is it hard to support trans women?
And hey, Sebastian, I'm sorry, I just saw that. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is it hard to support trans women?
I feel like these are great questions. This is a great conversation, great engagement, you know? And I feel like we're on to something. Like, you know, we are making progress. We are, you know, sharing our ideas and feelings and experiences. And so that's what made for great engagement. I was really enjoying myself, but we'll go ahead and continue.
I mean,
Yeah. Because
no, you just simply support them like you support everybody else. Don't sit up there and dissect, you know, their transition and things like that. Just, you know, if they identify as a woman, acknowledge them and respect them and treat them as you would treat a woman.
Okay, so I think that
hold on, Jennifer. I don't think that that's that easy.
Yeah, hold on, Jennifer. Let us talk. Damn. Back the fuck up. Wait a minute. Hold your peace. Drink your coffee. Smoke your cigarette. Take the dog for a walk.
See? And I will say this because it's hard to support lesbians for gay men sometimes. Because you don't know like what they want to be called. You don't know a lot of things. And I always say this. I know about the G in the alphabet of the things that's going on with the LGBTQI community. I don't know anything else because I'm just a gay man. I don't experience any of the other letters. And I don't know the struggle of...
Why is that?
Because I'm not trans and I'm not a lesbian. I've been to
And if you are not these things, people, you don't know the experience. You can hear thousands of stories, but you would never know what a person's experience is until you actually put those shoes on and walked in them.
Lesbian parties where I feel out of place because I realized that they feel like I'm kind of competition because I'm there with them. Like I don't even want no vagina, so but they feel like I'm there and I'm there's a possibility I might get some vagina. I don't want it, but that's what it is. There's some masculine lesbian women who feel like they compete with me because I'm a masculine man, and I'm not competing with you. So, and this is before I even get to trans people. And so then you go to
Trans women
no,
or
I'm talking
trans
about
men?
trans people, like trans men and women,
Okay.
and trans people. So then you get the trans people, and then it's like, well, now the gay men are starting to like is it trans men? Is it trans men that have vaginas?
Yeah, trans men.
Yeah.
Okay, so now they're having sex with the trans men. So the gay men are like having with trans women, trans men. So they're liking it. Is this competition for me?
Trans women also date trans men as well.
But
FYI.
So because my mind is good.
So yeah, so we're talking about, the dating of the trans men, the trans women, and, trans men and gay men are dating, but also trans men date trans women as well. So it's a lot to unpack. I mean, but these people deserve happiness, like the people that we're talking about, like the trans community, the trans men, the trans women, everybody, we as people deserve to be happy in whatever we do,
Like they're going everywhere. I like, for me, like I don't want a representation of a one.
Oh, and check this out. We're gonna have Negative Nancy roll up in a second. Hold on. Y'all wait for it.
Woman anywhere. And I love women, but I just don't want, like, sexually, I can do it. But I also know now,
And that's just your preference, but there's a lot of men out there that do.
no, absolutely, like that's very true. But I'm saying, like, now, like when it comes down to sex, like it's competition, right?
No.
I don't know. I don't know that.
I don't see myself in competition, me being a trans woman. I don't see myself being in competition with anybody because first of all, I am a trophy. I am the catch. And then I'm married also. So I've had my run, I've had my fair share of being a single woman, and I enjoyed it, but
walk me through your situation, because
All right. So now we are, engaging. We let our guards down. Now we're fellowshipping and we are really just trying to understand one another. And and that's just what it is. We were just trying to have a wonderful conversation, but you guys get into it. All right, Magic Monroe says Jennifer makes all black people fight. People are not getting that. I'm calling this bitch out. People need to understand. I called him out several times before, but this is what people are rolling with. Let's be honest. But here we go. Let's get into it.
because you're married, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you guys met, like, what was that like?
It was amazing. We met in March, and we were married by September.
Was there any hesitation? Like, what was it like? I want to know, like, the story. Like, what was the love story?
So the love story was, we hooked up, and a girl has to check out she has to do a test.
Hold on, wait. So hooked up and y'all had sex, or like hooked up as like I went on a date?
I mean, listen here. A girl has to test drive the car to see if the car is right for her, right?
Okay.
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 And the car was right.
And so, as you can see, we're having a great time. We're laughing, we're engaging, we're having uncomfortable conversations, but then we have a moment where we let our hair down and we be vulnerable to one another. You know, he was vulnerable, he shared his life experiences. And once again, I do apologize that he had to experience some of the traumatic things that he did in his life. But we'll go ahead and keep going.
The car was right, and
Was
he
it a big
started,
body Benz? Like, what was it?
listen here, it was a motherfucking ocean, and he had his motherfucking lifesaver on. Okay, he had his lifesaver on. He was good.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love this part of you, Tosa. I'm just telling you right now, I love this part of you.
Period.
Can I say something so that we can go?
Now here we go. Look, so Deb just said, I like this part of you, Tosa. You know, like this is a chick that I like, you know what I'm saying? Fun, outgoing, bubbly, have a great time. But guess what? Here we go with negative racist ass Jennifer. When white people see black people getting along and motherfucking making strides, Jennifer about to show you what the fuck they do.
Back before this kind of gets like lost.
Yeah.
I think that what was said, the person who was in the chat, I think that their point was, if a trans woman identifies as a woman, then why would the trans woman out a man for sleeping with them? Because there really should be nothing to out, because they were sleeping with a woman. And I think that that's what they were trying to say. And so I can understand that, you know.
Let's pinpoint this here, because I want to go back to what we were talking about, but you're right. But this was what we were talking about. So I was interested in the whole story, but
check the fuck mate. You sitting up, pedaling around for something to come up with to divide us. And so Deb actually called you out and said, that's not what we were talking about. If y'all don't get it, you'll never get it. They always say it's right there in your face. Jennifer Love loves to spew hate in the Black community. Does not want to see us get ahead. Do not want to see us work together. And all this beef that's been going on YouTube, Jennifer has been on everybody's motherfucking panel, everybody bushes, engaging. But guess what? Throwing rocks and disappearing. Because guess what? Don't have a channel, but is at every gathering. Black people, wake up. Wake up. I did not play the whole video. I did put So Deb's link in here so you can go and check out the full video. I wanted you guys to see the introduction. So Deb trusting me with his panel, as he had left his panel and he trusted me with it. Nothing went wrong. And we were just having a great time. And then Jennifer Love, spewed racist ass, comes up on the panel and, you know, eventually show his cards. When we were having a wonderful moment, Jennifer Whiteass couldn't take that. And Jennifer Whiteass had to fucking break it up with something negative. It's sad. Jennifer, go get help. And we're out. Thank you all for tuning in. Please like, share, subscribe, and definitely get this message to Jennifer Racist Love spewing hate in the Black community. And we are black. Okay. Make sure y'all hit that Cash App, that PayPal, or that Zelle. The people that are in the bushes, hit that like button. We are at 9 people. I know there's people like making videos. Oh, we need to come together. They're really trying to eat and bite off of this content. It's like, they say I'm very entertaining. And this is all of them just really on this little train of boredism. Like they have nothing else better to do than to tune in to me and my show. But you know what? We are very entertaining over here. We also give out real life nuggets. We do have real engagements. And however, we are in a space of taking back our power. And I think a lot of people thought that, my viral moment was a joke or just for shits and giggles. That was a milestone that I'm getting through, and I will not make any excuses. Listen here, I'm gonna live unapologetic. Okay? I'm living unapologetically. I'm not living for anyone. If you don't like me, you just don't like me. I don't pay people to like me. That's fine. This is the thing. Not everybody is going to go through your life with you. Some people are going to fall off, and I'm okay with that. Some people will just reveal themselves. They can't keep that. A person can hide something for so long before it just keep alive them on the inside to where they just have to let it out. You know, I still stand on what I stand on. Don't come into a black person situation and try to disturb it with issues that aren't even current on the list of topics. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to go ahead and drop the link in case anybody wants to come up. If you are not afraid to drop down from the bushes, if you've got a grievance with Queen Tulsa, this is your time. This is your moment and make it last. You know? If you feel like you are owed an apology, and this is another thing, together we break chains. Girl, you need to go sit your sad ass in a fucking corner and really close your eyes and meditate on being better. It's like, girl, you sitting up here telling lies. Oh, she cussed me out in front of my 4-year-old child. Hello, it is a show. You don't announce, you didn't come in there. Oh, well, this is my scenario. This is an adult show. This is an adult show. And we've never had an issue with people bringing their kids on the show unannounced. So it's just like, sis, what you failed to tell the people was you got an apology. You didn't type that in the comments. What you typed was, okay, this is a moment. They are tearing this queen down. Let me get a piece of the pie. Together, what you did was you said she cursed me out on live in front of my 4-year-old child. Girl, like really? Really, sister? It's like, girl, please. You want a moment so bad. Who else was going off in the chat? Let's see. Oh, it was Pillow Talk with Bay up in there. Like, girl, please go sit your raggedy ass down. Then you had allegedly Shannon. Then you had Mimi Twin. I mean, you really had them all. It's like Raggedy Ann, give it up. Then you got Pamela up in there. Like Pamela, girl, get over yourself because you are not it. Who else do we have in there? Oh, Jack the Voice had a lot to say. And then who else did they have on the panel? They had the AA correspondent. Mm-hmm. Who else was up in there? Oh, they had Cat Nunya up in there. Cat Nunya is really fucking weird. Like, bitch, get over yourself. You a Karen. She says, I'd be afraid to support her now the way she talks about white people. Girl, don't nobody... Girl, shove your opinion up your fucking white ass. How about that? She cussed me out in front of my 4-year-old child and he cried. Bitch, together you need to stop fucking lying. Your child is always fucking crying, stupid. That's what babies do. They cry. Didn't nobody tell you to hop on a live while you were sitting there? You were supposed to be parenting, but you was so entertained and couldn't help yourself. You hit that link to that StreamYard, sis. Nobody subpoenaed you to the damn live. You hit that link. And then, oh my God. I don't even know what to call this person, but I'm not even going to give them no energy, but they know who they are. They did that whack ass fucking video of me or had me in the title. And it's like, y'all act like y'all hate me so much, but y'all love to talk about me. Oh, well, I'ma distance myself like we motherfucking friends. Like, bitch, we do not talk on the phone. We are not at brunch. We are not telling each other what we have for breakfast. We are not close. Stop putting out these stories and y'all like, oh, well, I wish that she would do this. And, when she does this, we don't talk. We are not friends. Baby, you don't have friends on YouTube, love. Remember? Y'all all done turned on each other. Y'all all done did content on each other, love. And now y'all back grouped up. Wait until y'all fall out again. Oh, that's going to be the content right there. Because I'm going to be like, hold on. And I'm going to call y'all out one by one. So I want y'all to remember this video. Because I'm going to call y'all out one by one. Okay? Y'all just messy. Y'all like to sit up and talk about each other. And gospel about each other. Okay? Y'all need to buy one of those masks. Okay? Y'all really need to get over there and buy one of those masks. It stops here, baby. Okay? And all these rejects, child, go lay down. You need to go lay down. Go lay down. Okay? And we are up out of here, love. Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down. Get you a beverage. Prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that cash app because it's after dark.